You. Twitter's melting down right now. Like, melting. I'm talking digital wildfire, y'all. So, boom. YNW Melly walks into court today, all calm, lil smirk, thinking it's just another motion hearing. And then, bam, they roll out the new trial evidence and bro. The look on his face, it wasn't rapper cool. It was, my world just cracked energy. Witnesses swear they saw him stumble like somebody pulled the Wi-Fi on his soul. Within 5 minutes, TikTok edits were already up. I'm talking slow-mo footage. Free Melly comments, crying emojis, drill beats behind his reaction. One fan went live from outside the courthouse like, nah y'all, this ain't look good. They brought receipts I ain't never seen before. And Twitter, sorry, X, became a war zone, half the timeline screaming, they really trying to set Melly up again, while the other half like, this the nail in the coffin FFR. Someone even dropped a fake but real-looking screenshot of leaked DMs between a former friend and a state witness. And now the conspiracy thread's got more plot than a Netflix docuseries. And here's the gag. This wasn't supposed to drop today. Sources say this evidence was meant to be sealed till next week. So how did it accidentally leak mid-hearing? Someone inside talking? Or was this a chess move? This ain't your regular court update. This is giving. Betrayal, plot twist, and somebody's lying. Stay locked in, because what we're about to break down might just flip this whole case upside down. Yo, so after that insane hook moment where YNW Melly basically looked shook to his core, the internet went absolutely wild. Like the court wasn't even finished spilling tea yet, and TikTok was already flooding with reactions that felt half documentary, half meme fest. Everyone was losing it. The new evidence dropped like a bomb, but what made it even crazier was how it leaked, literally mid-trial. That's not supposed to happen, right? Someone inside had to be spilling, or maybe this was a power play. Either way, it had everybody speculating. Now, here's the thing. Melly's case has always been a rollercoaster of did he? Didn't he? Vibes, but this latest twist, it felt personal, like a gut punch to his whole defense. Sources close to him say he's been wrestling with this storm for months. He's caught in that weird space where loyalty and guilt clash hard. You know the type. His mind's racing. If I say too much, I lose the fam. If I say too little, they think I'm hiding something. That mental tightrope is brutal. But let me tell you, fans and conspiracy theorists didn't just sit back. Oh no. The second those leaked DMs dropped online, social media exploded with wild takes. People were dissecting every single word like it was a secret code. Wait, did that message really say, watch your back or watch your step? Some people even speculated the whole leak was staged, like a publicity stunt or some kind of smokescreen. You know how this community is. No one trusts the official story anymore. Meanwhile, Melly's camp stayed mostly quiet, which just added fuel to the fire. But here's a twist for you. Some insiders claim one of his closest allies actually flipped during an IG live, accidentally letting slip a detail that could change everything. That moment went viral in seconds. People clipped it, remixed it, and it blew up like a wildfire meme. But what was the detail? Sources say it was something about a phone, a mysterious recording, and a sudden change in the timeline of events. People are still debating if it was a slip or an intentional reveal. And just when you thought the drama couldn't get any messier, celebrity reactions started rolling in. Lil Durk hopped on Twitter with some cryptic lines that fans swore were about Melly's trial. Kodak Black dropped a snippet on Instagram saying, "Justice ain't always what it seems." And that sent the fandom into overdrive trying to decode if he's shading the prosecution or the defense. These little celeb teasers? They're like seasoning on the drama stew, making it spicy enough for weeks of discussion. The social media chaos was at peak levels. TikTokers created everything from emotional reaction videos to deep dive theories linking the new evidence to Melly's old music, and even unreleased footage from his past. The hashtag #FreeMelly became a battleground, some fighting for his innocence, others convinced the new evidence was the final proof of guilt. Fans started collaging court clips with viral memes, turning the trial into this surreal pop culture moment. Now let's get into Melly's internal world, because this dude's not just a headline, he's human, caught in a storm of doubt and loyalty. Imagine sitting in that courtroom, hearing your own fate being debated with new proof that could shatter your entire narrative. Sources close to Melly say he's been spiraling, questioning every decision. He's got that constant mental replay. Did I trust the wrong people? Did I say too much before? Some even say there are moments caught on camera where he looks like he's trying to hold back tears, something we rarely see from him. This internal conflict isn't just about guilt or innocence. It's about survival in a system that feels rigged. Adding layers to the chaos, there were reports of secret chats leaking between Melly's legal team and some unexpected figures, people who were supposed to be neutral. That created even more speculation about who's really pulling strings behind the scenes. Fans took these leaks and ran wild, turning it into this massive narrative about who's really running the show. Was it the state? Was it Melly's own camp? Or maybe a wild card we haven't even met yet? The internet loves a mystery like that. Then came the betrayal rumors. One of Melly's long-time associates was suddenly erased from social media, and rumor has it this person might be cooperating with the prosecution. You know how fast betrayal stories go viral? People speculating if this was a paid snitch move or something way deeper, like a personal grudge spilling over into the courtroom drama. The tea just kept brewing, and honestly, it got so thick it felt like you needed a spoon to stir it. The court footage itself became a meme goldmine. Clips of Melly's reactions, the lawyers' intense exchanges, even the judge's deadpan looks were remixed with viral sounds. Fans created TikTok trends mimicking courtroom moments, some serious, some hilarious. It's wild how a legal battle turned into this multi-platform cultural moment that blends pain, entertainment, and genuine anxiety. But wait, there's more. The most shocking twist? An anonymous audio clip leaked online, allegedly from a secret phone call involving one of the key witnesses. The audio is grainy, but people swear they hear something that could completely flip the narrative. The clip spread like wildfire, and the reactions ranged from "This is it, case closed," to "This sounds fake, don't trust it." The jury is still out, but the clip added a whole new layer of suspense and confusion. In the middle of all this chaos, Melly's fanbase split into factions. Some are doubling down on their support, claiming the system is out to get him, pointing to the leaks as proof of a conspiracy. Others are less sure, saying maybe this new evidence really is game-changing. The debate isn't just online. It's real people in real places arguing over truth, justice, and loyalty. The community feels torn, and honestly, that tension is part of what's keeping the story alive and trending every day. So here's where we stand. The trial isn't just a courtroom event anymore. It's a cultural spectacle, a digital drama unfolding live. The mix of real legal stakes with viral moments, emotional reveals, and unexpected leaks has everyone hooked. You got people doing deep dives, theorizing, memeing, and trying to piece together who's telling the truth and who's playing games. And the craziest part, this might only be the beginning. Insiders hint there's more evidence, more leaks, and possibly more betrayals lurking just around the corner. The system's playing chess, and we're all just watching the moves, waiting for the checkmate. Stay tuned, because what started as just another rapper's legal drama is turning into a full-on saga. And trust me, the next chapter's gonna be wild. Alright, so picking up right where we left off, the whole scene just got crazier. After that leaked audio clip dropped, people started putting two and two together in some wild ways. Like some hardcore fans went back and rewatched every IG live, every interview, every tweet from Melly and his circle, looking for any clue, any slip that might connect to this mysterious recording. Some even said it sounded like Melly's voice in the background, but others argued it was definitely someone else, maybe a witness or even a member of the prosecution's team trying to psych him out. The ambiguity had the internet spinning as usual. This case is basically a puzzle with half the pieces missing and the rest blurry as hell. But you gotta understand, inside that courtroom, the pressure was insane. Melly's defense team had to scramble, trying to figure out how to respond without giving away too much or seeming shook. Some sources say that during a closed-door meeting, there was serious tension, lawyers yelling, aides whispering frantic advice, and Melly himself reportedly pacing back and forth like he was trying to crack some invisible code. It's that kind of vibe where you can feel the anxiety oozing from every corner. You just don't usually see this side of a public figure so raw and vulnerable. Meanwhile, on socials, the energy shifted again. Now, it wasn't just about the new evidence or the audio clip. A mysterious TikTok user with the handle Courtroom Leaks started posting supposed inside info, stuff like unseen security footage snippets, phone records, even alleged text combos between key players. Of course, no one could verify anything for sure, but the posts blew up overnight. The comments section became a wild mix of "this is real" and "fake news alert," with conspiracy theories growing like wildfire. Some fans even created side-by-side comparisons of the leaked clips versus official trial footage to prove the authenticity. And let's talk about the fallout from Melly's inner circle. The rumors about betrayal, they weren't just whispers anymore. A former close friend of Melly, who'd been MIA for weeks, suddenly surfaced on an IG Live with a cryptic message. Sometimes loyalty ain't enough when the truth's on the line. The clip didn't say much, but it sent shockwaves. People instantly guessed this was a hint at them flipping or maybe snitching, which added a whole new layer of drama. Of course, Melly's fans went ballistic defending him, accusing anyone questioning loyalty of being fake fans or industry plants. The whole thing got heated fast. Then there was the viral moment where a well-known rapper, who's usually low-key about drama, dropped a subtle diss track aimed at the prosecution without naming names. Fans speculated it was Lil Durk throwing shade, but nothing was confirmed. That track blew up on every platform, and the lyrics got dissected like a rap forensic lab. People were reading into every line, claiming some bars were coded messages of support for Melly, while others said it was just hype to stay relevant. It's wild how this trial pulled in not just fans, but actual industry players stepping in with cryptic vibes. And fam, the memes didn't stop. One TikTok trend had people recreating Melly's stunned reaction to the evidence drop, but with hilarious filters and sounds. Another viral clip was someone pretending to be the leaker, giving a fake confession with dramatic flair, that had the comments blowing up with "This is too real" and "I'm crying." The trial became less about legalities and more about cultural moments where real fear, humor, and wild speculation collided. Now, back to Melly's state of mind, because this is where it gets deep. Insiders say Melly started writing more, but not music, like journal entries, notes, and voice memos trying to process everything. There was this one leaked snippet where he reportedly said, "Sometimes the people closest to you are the ones who stab the deepest." That line got shared hundreds of times, with fans interpreting it as a direct shot at the supposed betrayal. But others think it's just a reflection of the mental battle he's fighting. Trust, fear, hope, all tangled up in this nightmare. The trial also revealed some new angles nobody expected. Apparently, there were questions about the chain of custody for some of the evidence. Like, did the prosecution handle it correctly, or was there room for tampering? Defense lawyers started hammering on these points, trying to create doubt. And social media quickly caught on to this technical talk, with some viewers suddenly becoming legal experts, debating the validity of evidence like it was a TikTok challenge. It's kinda wild watching an entire generation get deep into courtroom strategy from their phone screens. Oh, and we can't forget the surprise twist involving Melly's own family. A sudden statement from one of his siblings dropped on Instagram, expressing heartbreak and frustration, but stopping short of full support or condemnation. That post sparked a massive debate. Was this sibling distancing themselves, or trying to protect Melly while calling for truth? The emotional stakes felt so high, and fans rallied, sending love and sending shade all in the same breath. The family drama mixed with the legal chaos made it feel like a tragic TV show unfolding in real time. As the days passed, rumors swirled about possible plea deals being discussed behind closed doors. Some insiders leaked that Melly's team might be considering a deal, but other sources called that cap, insisting Melly was holding firm. This uncertainty kept the fanbase on edge. Was he about to fold or fight to the very end? Every rumor got dissected, every silence was analyzed, and every court appearance turned into a cliffhanger episode of a show nobody wanted to end. Social media influencers started jumping on the bandwagon too. A popular commentary channel uploaded a deep dive video breaking down every twist, complete with screenshots, sound bites, and wild theories. The comments section was a battlefield of opinions. Some defending Melly as a victim of the system, others saying it's time to face the music. The video itself blew up, and it felt like the whole internet was caught in this drama loop, waiting for the next update, like a new episode drop. And here's the kicker. Despite all the leaks, chaos, and hype, nobody really knows the full truth yet. Every piece of evidence comes with an asterisk. Every witness might be lying. Every friend might have an agenda. It's like watching a real-life mystery where the lines between fact and fiction keep blurring. And honestly, that's what keeps everyone hooked. The story's got everything. Drama, betrayal, mystery, and a whole community screaming for answers. So as Melly sits in that courtroom, facing the weight of every leak, every rumor, every viral clip, He's also living in a world where the trial isn't just about the law, it's about survival, reputation, and fighting a narrative that's out of his control. And trust me, that's a battle even harder than any courtroom fight. This saga is far from over. The next move? Nobody knows. But one thing's for sure. The internet's eyes are locked on this story, waiting for the next twist, the next slip-up, the next viral moment that could change everything. So now we're deep in the saga, and just when you think the internet's gonna catch a breath, bam! Another twist drops like a thunderclap. Out of nowhere, a previously unheard of witness pops up with some bombshell claims that could change the whole game. Naturally, the fandom exploded. People were scrambling to find anything about this witness, trying to figure out if they're credible, or just some random trying to ride the drama wave. Rumors flew that this person was connected to someone close to Melly's camp, but had switched sides last minute. Classic betrayal vibes, but nobody's confirmed yet. This witness's testimony, leaked through an anonymous tip to a fan-run Twitter account, allegedly included details about the timeline of events that don't line up with the original story. Like, if true, it means someone's been straight up lying for months. And of course, the internet went nuts, creating timelines, charts, and TikTok breakdowns trying to piece together the new info with everything else we already know. It's like trying to solve a Rubik's Cube blindfolded, but the hype keeps it alive. Meanwhile, Melly himself has been spotted more often these days in brief video clips that fans have been dissecting like ancient hieroglyphics. There's one clip from a courthouse hallway where he looks tired but determined, and the caption, "Keep fighting," went viral. Fans flooded the comments with messages of support, some saying they believe this is just the beginning of a bigger movement for him. Others weren't so sure, worried this could be the calm before the storm. The mix of hope and anxiety is real. Social media got a wild upgrade when a leaked group chat, supposedly between Melly's inner circle, hit Twitter. The messages had the perfect recipe for chaos: accusations, cryptic threats, and hints at hidden evidence that nobody's seen yet. Of course, some were calling it fake, but the style matched real screenshots we've seen before, so people were split on whether this was a deepfake or an authentic window into the drama. Either way, the clip sparked hundreds of reaction videos and theories, with fans saying things like, "If this is true, the whole case flips." But here's a twist that really got people talking. Somebody close to the prosecution allegedly started questioning the strategy, whispering to media outlets that the case might be weaker than it looks. This rumor, leaked by an anonymous source, was like a bombshell because it suggested cracks in the seemingly ironclad prosecution. Of course, Melly's supporters took this as a sign that the truth is finally coming out, while skeptics said this was just a distraction tactic to buy time. The back and forth was intense, with hashtags like Chacha Melly Truth and Chacha Justice or Joke trending simultaneously. The courtroom drama also took a cinematic turn when a judge unexpectedly postponed a major hearing, citing new procedural issues. The delay sent the internet into a frenzy because delays in high-profile cases usually mean one thing: something big is about to drop behind the scenes. Memes flooded in with "wait for it," captions, and TikTokers started countdowns to the next hearing, speculating on what secrets might be revealed. The suspense was so thick you could cut it with a knife. At the same time, Melly's music career, which had been on hold during the trial, started to get attention again when snippets of unreleased tracks leaked online. These songs had lyrics fans say could be directly related to the trial, like cryptic messages about betrayal, trust, and survival. The lyrics were dissected like clues in a detective novel, with people debating whether they were written before the trial or during the chaos. The music added a whole new emotional layer to the story. Melly speaking through his art while the world watched his life unfold in real time. On top of all that, a famous influencer known for digging into urban culture posted a deep dive video analyzing the trial's impact on the rap community. The video highlighted how Melly's case was bigger than just one artist. It was touching on issues of justice, media bias, and how social media shapes public opinion. The commentary struck a nerve, sparking heated debates in comment sections and even prompting some smaller creators to jump in with their takes. It was wild seeing the legal drama cross over into cultural commentary so deeply. And the fan base? They're more divided than ever. Some believe Melly is a victim of a system stacked against him, pointing to the leaks and witness drama as proof of a conspiracy to keep him locked up. Others argue that the new evidence is just catching up to the truth and that loyalty has to be balanced with accountability. This division fuels even more conversation. And honestly, it's part of why the story refuses to die. People are emotionally invested, not just in Melly's fate, but in what the whole saga represents about fame, justice, and trust. One of the most surreal moments came when a fake but ultra-realistic deepfake video of Melly surfaced, showing him confessing to crimes he denies. It went viral fast and caused major confusion before being debunked, but the fact that it gained so much traction says a lot about how messy the whole situation is. People are willing to believe almost anything, which just adds another layer of complexity to an already tangled web. And then, get this, there was an anonymous letter sent to a popular hip-hop blog claiming to be from someone who knows everything about the case. The letter hinted at corruption, cover-ups, and people working behind the scenes to manipulate the trial's outcome. It didn't provide concrete proof, but the language was so vivid and specific that the blog posted it with a disclaimer, sparking more rumors and wild speculation. Some said this was a desperate cry for justice. Others said it was straight-up troll energy. Either way, it kept the story trending. Meanwhile, some of Melly's close friends started speaking out anonymously in podcasts and interviews, dropping cryptic hints but refusing to say too much. This only made fans more curious and gave the narrative a feeling of layers peeling back slowly. Like the deeper you go, the darker and more complicated things get. The trial's narrative wasn't just a linear story anymore. It was a maze of secrets, lies and half-truths. And through all this madness, one thing's clear. YNW Melly's case isn't just a legal battle, it's a cultural phenomenon. It's about how social media can build and destroy reputations overnight, how loyalty and betrayal can play out in public, and how the truth can get lost in a sea of noise. It's messy, emotional, and totally gripping. So, what's next? Nobody knows. The trial's far from over, the evidence keeps leaking, and the drama keeps escalating. Fans and critics alike are glued to their screens, waiting for the next viral moment that could flip the whole narrative again. Is this justice, or just another chapter in a story that's way bigger than one man? Stick around, because this tea isn't cooling off anytime soon. The story's still brewing, and trust me, you don't want to miss what's coming next. So, just when we thought the trial saga couldn't get any more wild, the whole narrative flipped again, and it happened fast. Out of nowhere, a major court document surfaced online. Not officially released, but leaked by an anonymous source who claims to be close to the case. The doc revealed some bombshell info about evidence chain of custody issues, witness credibility problems, and a crazy new angle about a supposed third party involved. Naturally, this sent the internet into a frenzy. People were screenshotting, sharing, and making reaction vids like it was the hottest drop of the year. This new leak made the defense team look stronger, at least in the court of public opinion. Fans started rallying harder, using the hashtag #ChainOfDoubt to spread awareness about the possibility that evidence had been mishandled or even planted. Social media became a battleground again, with people arguing about whether this was the turning point or just another smokescreen. You know how it is. When the tea's this juicy, the drama just keeps bubbling. Meanwhile, Melly's mood seemed to shift. There were a few rare moments caught on camera where he appeared more confident, even smirking at times during court breaks. That image alone sparked a million TikToks captioned, "Melly's glow up" or "just playing the game." People love a comeback story, and right now, some are betting Melly's gearing up to flip the script big time. But it wasn't all good vibes. A new controversy popped off when an old interview of Melly's from years ago resurfaced, where he made some controversial comments that didn't sit well with parts of the public. Some fans were disappointed, and critics jumped on it, calling it evidence that Melly's character issues go deeper than the trial. This stirred a heated debate. Can you separate the art from the artist? Should past words affect present judgment? It was another layer in the complex web surrounding him. The trial itself entered a more intense phase. Witnesses were cross-examined with brutal precision, and leaked courtroom transcripts showed some wild exchanges where lawyers grilled key players, exposing contradictions and shaky memories. The drama inside that courtroom was like a thriller movie, people waiting on every word, every pause, every reaction to catch the next bombshell. Clips of these moments flooded social media, with creators adding dramatic soundtracks and memes that had the internet simultaneously laughing and gasping. And just when the energy seemed to plateau, a surprise twist shook the trial again. A celebrity, previously silent on the matter, stepped into the spotlight with a public statement that shocked everyone. Without naming names, this figure hinted at knowing the real story and called for justice, not just the appearance of it. Fans instantly speculated who it was. Lil Durk? Kodak? Someone else? The mystery added fresh fuel to the fire, with fans dissecting the statement word by word, looking for clues. The community around the trial also got more vocal. Online forums and Discord servers dedicated to Melly's case started seeing new members and heated debates. People shared everything from insider info to wild fan theories that sometimes sounded crazier than fiction. The trial turned into a collective storytelling experience, where reality and rumor blended, and the line between fan and investigator blurred. Meanwhile, Melly's music crew dropped subtle hints on social media, posts with lyrics, behind-the-scenes clips, and cryptic messages that fans took as coded signals of hope and resilience. The music stayed an emotional anchor, reminding everyone that behind all the legal chaos is an artist still fighting for his legacy. But the real game changer was when a new video surfaced, allegedly showing a key witness contradicting themselves in a casual moment caught on camera. The clip was shaky, grainy, and not part of any official record, but it quickly went viral. Fans and analysts tore it apart, debating its authenticity and potential impact. If real, this could seriously undermine the prosecution's case. If fake, it added to the swirling confusion that makes this story so hard to untangle. All this back and forth has made it clear, the story isn't just about a trial anymore. It's about power, perception, and the way social media shapes what we believe. People are not just watching, they're participating, creating, remixing the narrative in real time. The lines between court reality and internet myth have blurred. And that's what makes this whole saga so addicting. So here we are, deep in the middle of this ongoing saga. Every new leak, every viral clip, every unexpected statement shifts the story and keeps everyone on edge. The questions remain. Will Melly prove his innocence? Is the system working or broken? And what happens when fame, justice, and social media collide in the most unpredictable way? Stick around, because this story's nowhere near done. The tea keeps spilling, the drama's heating up, and the internet is ready for whatever's next. You do not want to miss it. All right, fam, we've been through the chaos, the leaks, the drama, and the wild twists. But here's the real question. Was this justice served, or was it all just a setup? The court may have its verdict, but the internet's verdict, still up in the air. Melly's story is packed with more layers than a viral TikTok trend, and every new drop only raises more questions. Is he really beating the system, or is the whole thing just cap? Are the leaks truth bombs or distractions? And what about the people closest to him? Are they real ones or undercover snakes? The truth feels slippery, and the more you dig, the more tangled it gets. So now it's on you. Drop your take in the comments. What do you really think? Is YNW Melly fighting for freedom? Or is this just the next chapter in a bigger story we haven't fully seen yet? We want all the tea, all the theories, all the vibes. Don't hold back. Smash that like button if you're here for all the drama. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe and turn on notifications. Because this story, it's far from over. Trust me, the next twist is coming faster than you think, and you do not want to miss it. Stay tuned, stay woke, and keep those eyes peeled. This saga's only getting messier and more insane. Until next time, keep it locked right here for all the latest updates on YNW Melly's wild ride. Peace.